Simz Masuku
Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Entrepreneurship Forum, and I'm your hostess, Panashe H2VC. And today we have another interesting guest in-house, and you can't wait to meet this one. And his name is none other than Simz Masuku. He's a producer, a musician, a model, and an actor. Simz Masuku, I welcome you, sir.
Hi, what's up, Panashe?
I'm very fine. Compliments of the new month, the month of love.
And you're looking good, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you glowing, girl.
Thank you so much. That was a good compliment, guys. Okay, Simz Masuku, can you briefly tell us about you? Like when somebody hears the name Simz Masuku, what do they think, or what is the image that they see?
Well, Simz Masuku, besides everything that a lot of people know about Simz Masuku, Simz Masuku is just another ordinary son, born and bred in Matopo.
Okay.
So I have a really tight background of the rural areas.
Right.
Yeah, so that really had a serious impact on who I became or who I'm slowly becoming. So that's why when you get to listen to most of my craft, it has a lot of content that the elders continuously share with the youngsters, which is now kind of further side in the urban. So yeah, that's why most of the time my content is full of meaningful material. I try to teach through my music. I try to enlighten people through whatever scenario that one can be going through. So it's more like Simz Masuku to you.
Oh, that's an interesting story. Very brief and straight to the point. But since you mentioned that you grew up in the rural areas, is it correct?
Partly, yes.
Yeah, partly.
It's a mixture.
So it's a mixture. All right. So how did you get to the point that you are now interested into music since you grew up that side? And if I'm not mistaken, there's no electricity those sides, or it's different?
No, it's total blackout.
All right. I know.
So meaning what is always full of smoke.
Okay.
So nowadays, at the same time, if we're talking about smoke in the streets, okay, you really want it like that. Yeah, but that side ukhuluma ngempilo ngokuthi ukuze udle. There are things ezenziwa ngumuntu wangale that a lot of people from the urban areas won't even understand or even adapt if they're not strong enough. So to me, I've always had it hard, and I know ukuthi sokudlale i-role enkulu kangakanani in order for me to be that go-getter ngivuke mangilele phansi.
So you mean your life experience is the one that motivated you to become a singer, a musician, a producer, an actor, a model, or vele you just grew up ungumuntu ohlabelayo nje?
Okay, those things are like this from how I said. They just complement each other. They have a way of just complementing each other. Because I can imagine if I usually say this to a friend of mine, we can't always have it the easy way.
All right.
Which story are we going to tell if konke kungazenza nje?
Yeah, true.
What's going to give omunye umuntu intshukuntshu that umfeel ukuthi I can do this?
All right.
If engabonanga omunye umuntu layo go through the same situations, evdlule kuzo abale way forward yokuthi no my guy, or no Dombazana, this is the route you can. So to me, Sisakhuluma, this year something funny happened to me. Amafiti ayefuna ukuba fiti kimi.
Seriously?
I nearly lost it. Sangenza ukuthi ngabe vele kwawona umculo waphela ngaleso sikhathi. It was sometime after Feb last year.
All right.
We're coming from a show konke kwakuhambe sharp, only to find ukuthi when I'm boarding going back home, I boarded a feat just like any other feat. It's around 10 in the evening. Konke kuyenzakala nje, you like, okay, kusela amadoda. It's a must ukuthi kube kusela amadoda. Iwasalayo vele town ebusuku. So there were 5 guys in the car.
All right.
3 emuva, 2 phambili. Then I just got in the back there. Bavala, sihamba siyathela ifuel and all that, not knowing ukuthi it's already happening.
Oh, they're actually robbers.
So those guys bakhanya sebethatha indlela zemagangeni, took me to a place engangingayazi, engaphaphama sengithola ukuthi ngase which side is this. Okay, let's not mention amagama, but I was nganisegangeni ngangiqeda kuphaphama. I couldn't feel my hands nor my feet. I was just lying in the grass and
They wanted to kill the future.
they did. They almost did.
Yeah, they almost did because you are here.
Shout outs to that. So that was the time lapho uSibani officialize khona, because those were the voices that kept me up ngesikhathi ngisizwa ukuthi vele ngangingayezwa, because those were the only voices I heard up until Mphaphama.
Alright.
Then I went into the studio. We got to work through CRP, another dope producer like from the hood, Kulumane. So he had made a beat before, but at that time when I went back, it was different. The whole vibe was different because I had a story to tell.
Yes.
I had experienced things that I wouldn't have experienced, or ingoma, it became different. Ikho lapho sesikhuluma khona ukuthi ama experiences angena njani ku-music.
Also, when you actually sing izinto ezenzakala kuwe, like you don't just sing for.
I need to feel in order for me to sing.
Oh,
so I
so
sing what I feel.
Yeah.
So
that's
yeah,
so good.
Partly, yeah.
So as we heard from Simz Masuku, he actually sings into ezenzakala in his life. He doesn't just sing with in the studio, then he starts to do a tune, but he actually sings into ezenzakala in his life. So viewers, please catch us and on the next segment after this short break. Thank you. Welcome back, our viewers. I'm still with Simz Masuku. Insizwa yabo Bulawayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sloke a salad.
Okay. All right. From the music industry, who is your role model? Oti, lo, this person is my role model. He sings or she sings so well. Oti, I feel so motivated.
Okay. Role model is quite a big word nowadays, especially according to how one can relate to the whole concept. But I would say people I look up to, people I follow. Partly the inspiration. Okay, so it has been abaningi bazambuza ukuthi like really, but yeah, Eminem is in the list.
Okay, okay,
yeah,
he's
in
actually
the
good.
list.
I like him too.
I used to listen to him like a lot.
Yeah.
Then the likes of Jabu Kanye there,
Alright.
South Africa.
Yeah.
Java too.
Okay.
Let me check. Oliver Mtukudzi, how can I know?
Yeah, the legend.
Jaiva, now we used to listen to
when we
all those guys.
Up, yeah.
We do have a couple of guys that I also listen to, but I listen to a whole lot of music, you know.
Okay.
To
so
just
that you can grow from there.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, I like those guys because to some extent I feel like they have content that I relate to, something that contributes to who I'm slowly becoming. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So once again,
Salif Keita. How can I forget?
You forgot it. All right. So which musician would you wish that you can collaborate with? Or to know if I do a collab, like it's going to be a hit. That you feel like, I need this.
Okay, this is major. Okay, bazokusebenzisa aba-serious ngalokho because yeah. Okay, I think we would actually go with currently the guy that I really want to work with. That might be a boom to my liking. I think I would love to be in the studio with this Java. If I am to be in the studio with this Java, angazi ukuthi what can come out.
You're dreaming big. And your voice is the actual collab. Like, I ain't gonna learn. Hey guys, please.
I think it's more like associate the drive.
Yeah.
Because someone once actually spoke ngokuthi okabaning bathi khona kuyahambisana. Mina nowadays I'm like, okay, because it's a part of me, something that's buried, but once you get to tap in those realms, lapho la yami batepa khona, that's where you unlock that energy. So it's more like a movement, you know, not just ukuthi he's there, he's that, but it's a thing on its own.
Yeah.
So we probably know that a couple of guys might be coming footed down the line with this new vibe. It's like a whole movement.
Yeah.
And you have to be cool with that.
Like, even personally, I love his songs so much. So on your songs, do you write them or there's someone who actually helps you to write your songs, or you just write them after you have an experience? Then that's it.
Actually, it's like there are different scenarios for each and every song. A new song, that's why I just say duty, I need to feel in order for me to sing.
Okay.
Kwezinye izikhathi it's more like ama-observations. Kwezinye izikhathi you have that close person ozokutshela udaba lwakhe. You know, those are the things that matter to us because we feel them. Yabusizwe story sakho ukuthi so this is actually happening.
Okay, you know? Before you go any further, I've got this song of yours that I like. Okay. Erase you, right?
Yeah,
yes. You. So please tell me, were you heartbroken by that? Because that song is a heartbreak song. Maybe Jolo Vele, what I'm gonna studio, what you produce and laugh.
That's why. Actually, you're right to some extent because there was no producer at that time when I was going through all those emotions.
Okay.
So it was just me, myself, and I. So it just had to come together, get into my room. I call it my own personal studio.
Okay.
But it's nothing big. But I just had to play on the computer, made the beat. Then after that, the vibes just kept on becoming so realistic. I could see what I was going through. I could feel, you know.
Sure.
That's how damaged I was to some extent. But I'm like, dog, you can't be that nigga still. Because what you can do is to just have self-love. Self-love is the it's the best thing that one can have, especially when dealing with all those things, including depression and so forth. So yeah, so people must learn to love themselves before expecting to be loved by somebody else.
That's true. Shoot, my sharing a bomb. You almost died.
Yeah, love setting.
So actually, since you are a producer or you're an upcoming producer, so have you ever recorded for someone else, or maybe we say like an instrumental or something like that, or you just do an instrumental for yourself?
I've had people that I do instrumentals for, but then we would actually I would call myself a beat maker if we konoko.
Okay.
Then a producer goes an extra mile. You get to spot, you get to try and help out in creating that whole brand. So I've had people, youngins, that I'm also nurturing as we speak. So I donate some of my services from a bit of some covers that I make, a bit here and there. So yeah, it's just a whole thing, coming out together.
Wow, that's really interesting. All right, besides music, do you have anything else that you are doing, or you are just focused on music? You just wake up, we enjoy music, come up beats and all, or you have something that you do as an entrepreneur, or your side is just social entrepreneurship?
Well, I believe that if you're getting to know yourself, you'll know what you need. So I needed balance. I started doing a course. So yeah. Should I tell you?
Yes. We want to hear what you're doing besides music.
Okay. I fix phones, mobile phones.
Okay.
I take care of my fam. I'm a computer forensics guy.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all interlinked to cybersecurity and a whole lot more. So yeah, risk management is also like there. I was doing marketing for a couple of companies before I got to like chill and focus on my craft. So yeah, that's basically me. But I'm just that guy who goes out for what he wants. I've done the mediast of jobs, if someone can say, but I'm like, it's all about you getting to where you really want to be in life. Don't be stuck where you are. So I had to do what I had to do in order for me to create all this. So I'm still in the process.
Wow, that's so interesting.
I've been a security guard before.
Oh.
A lot of people don't really know that.
Yeah, I can't even believe it.
I know.
If I'm looking at you right now, I can say you want work too.
The world is full of a lot of things, yeah. But guess what? I think to some extent the training that I got back then is another thing that contributed to my survival, if I'm just talking about the physical side of it.
Okay.
But yeah, spiritually, yeah, it was there. I know it was.
Okay, that's so interesting. Like, yeah, a hard worker. I can personally say that really, you don't wait to push. You actually push yourself, and that's very good. Okay, looking at our economy, music, especially here in Blawa, like there's not that much support when it comes to music. Like, how are you dealing with that? Or really you just meet people that are actually uplifting you and pushing you?
Not entirely.
Okay,
so just as I had said before, that it is more like self-love. If you start loving yourself, you'll know what you need. You go after your dreams because you know that it's the only way to happiness. And if that drive is continuously growing from within, that's like the best way of being self. So in terms of the people, how I network with them, I just do me, and then they find it easy to work with me, I think, because I also have values, and so do they. So there's like, yeah, the common ground of everything.
Okay. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Then I understand you are a son of Peggy Masu, and I saw her on BBC News.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, wow, wow. And she's into cultural artist and etc. in Matopo.
Painter, yeah.
Yes, and that's so interesting. I'm like, oh, your mother is a legend. And are you able to do those things, or really, you can't do all those things?
Okay, I think in the Bible, there's a verse that talks about how one can have amatalent amaning mawasebenzisa. The moment I started to experiment is the moment I knew what I can do more. It's all about me venturing into something and going after it like fully.
Right.
So fortunately, I think mom has taught me a couple of tricks and I can be a magician on my own.
Oh.
But that's not something that I've unleashed to the world.
All right.
But yeah, I have a couple of paintings.
It's nice. I was looking at those pictures and what she did. No, those things are so nice. Like, she is really talented.
I guess maybe we're all trying to do something about that. We have to go for it.
All right. I hope you will do so. Okay, viewers. As you can see, Simz Masuku is a hard-working musician, and to all.
I think. Sorry to
interrupt.
But I think it's more like coming to that point. It's fam. My family is into art, and I think to some extent it's like something that came from them coming to us, because my sister is a singer also. She's a makeup artist. She's got her own item going on. So her brand is also going to be, soon. But that's like the whole family. My dad is also into acting. A bit of poetry. He used to be down to that like back then. He was an artist, like he was good at sketching.
Drawing.
Yeah, that was him. I also used to do all that, but unfortunately I had to stop when music came to take over. So it's important for us to be careful.
Okay. You actually come from the family of artists. So guys, please join us after this short break as we discuss more. Thank you.
Shout out.
Musharupa wakar tisazeyo tisaonekwa vanhu vaone imimarika. Musharupa wakar tisazeyo hatine kufamba teka yelele. Musharupa
welcome to the last segment of the show, and I'm still with Simz Masuku, and your hostess Panasha is still here. So, Simz Masuku, can you please tell us, since you emerged into the music industry, what are the challenges that you faced? Or something that almost had you to give up on your career?
Lack of self-belief.
All right.
That's the first.
Okay.
And it comes from the environment where we get to, hang out in, the spaces that we continuously find ourselves in. So, yeah, from family, to some extent at one point, I felt like maybe I was doing the wrong thing.
Okay.
You start becoming this person that you know what happened until you get to really find self and you just accept the whole thing, like this is me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, that's so interesting. Then tell us, ever since you started this music journey, which show or which concert that you felt with, yes, this it's uplifting my self-esteem, my self-confidence. You were really recognized.
Currently speaking, last year we were in Harare.
Okay.
So at the Craft Festival,
Oh.
I was performing with Anita Jackson,
Wow.
Enzo Aisha, Alec Macheso,
Really?
just to name a few, you know.
Yeah, you're now rubbing
amongst other
shoulders with
people.
those people.
Yeah, so we got to, share the stage together. That was a vibe, and
Wow.
the whole vibe in Harare, the 5-star hotel, So rubbing shoulders with ministers here and there, it
Those
was like
people.
major, because I could feel that, whoa, so this is what I've been missing out on.
Yes.
Then
Wow.
you come back to your city and it's not like that,
I
So
know.
then people blame other artists for actually growing.
Yeah.
I
true.
think it's growth when you discover that you really need something better for yourself.
Yeah.
And you just, do what has to be done.
Okay.
So,
That's
yeah.
so true. Okay.
Oh, not forgetting that the French ambassador came by. Was it last year?
Okay.
Yeah, so we were performing with those guys, hosted by the Alliance Française.
All right.
It was in Matopo. Yeah,
Okay.
by my beautiful home,
All right.
Yeah.
I know.
So it is, those are some of the stages that I've
That
been
you
at.
really
Yeah.
felt with, yes, my life is moving. Okay, what can you say to other upcoming musicians out there or the social entrepreneurs? What can you leave to them right now? If you do this, you will never go wrong. Or what the word that you want to leave to them today?
If you don't lie to yourself, you'll do good.
Yeah, that's so interesting. You need to believe in yourself rather than believing in people, because people will surely take you down. Okay, Simz Masuku, before you leave, can you please give us Ongane? We are waiting to hear your voice. Just give us Ongane.
Okay, so there's this song that's currently, we had to do a song based on how men feel in relationships back at home,
All right.
here and there. We're dating people, and there's a lot that happens in those relationships, It's titled Emma Tandweni, whereby
right.
GBV is also affecting men, and not everyone is talking about that side,
Yeah,
It's all
I
about
know
the
everyone
girl
is
child.
focused about the girl child.
Why let's
the
do now?
woman.
You know what? I'm like this. The moment we start focusing on one thing already, creating some space
Okay.
on this one. So we have to just focus on both items.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the boy child, focus on the girl child. That way
That's
we're
very
rising,
true.
we're actually raising a better nation. Because
That's
those
very
people
true.
are going to do better in life. They already know that they matter. Like
Okay.
the both of them is psychological. So yeah. Okay. Should I just
Yeah.
go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like this. Sangasofela mathandwane Kuluma Sangasofela mathandwane Tawona Sangasofela mathandwane Awukhuluma Sangasofela mathandwane Awutawona Asibonisane. Then the verse goes like, wamadoda sithola kanzima sifana nengitisisha suku zonke emakhaya sokungakuyafiwa awamadoda sithola kanzima sifana nengitisisha suku zonke emakhaya sokungakuyafiwa kithi thina sakusasiwa thina sihlala sibhika hliziyo iyalila sungazofela mathandweni khuluma bafethu
Hayi kuyakhanya.
asingafi sifela
Kuyakhanya ukuthi
ngaphakathi
vele
lot is
Java
happening.
is your person. Akuyazwakala, like everything is just,
Ah,
Java yourself.
shout-outs.
And I wish you the best to get that collab for Lo Java. Like, really, I'll be waiting for that.
We also, okay, Let's just drop links. That's how we're going to do. I'll give you links so that they get to check it out from the links below. How is that?
All right, so that's really good. All right, so you can actually give us your social media platforms before you leave. Where where they can get your songs and etc.
Facebook, Simz Masuku official. Instagram, Simz Masuku. Twitter, Simz Masuku. Almost about everywhere, it's just Simz Masuku. If you Google Simz Masuku, it's done. But to make everything simple still, it's Linktree, LINKE, what? Yeah, the Linktree item /Simz Masuku. That way you just get everything right there. From Spotify, iTunes, every platform is just linked to my Linktree. So that way it's easier for our followers to get the products.
Okay. Well, it was an interesting show today with Simz Masuku. Insizwa yakobulawayo yokotuthi siyathunqa. Komfazi shine dot. Alright, Simz Masuku, thank you so much for coming today. I really learned a lot from you. I think the viewers also learned a lot because it's all about hard work. It's all about giving it your best, not waiting for someone else to push your dreams, right?
Right.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Blue Dot Records, and on YouTube, we are Blue TV Records. Please click the notification bar so that you don't miss any of our episodes. Until next time. Salute.